What's up, Jayhawks fans? That was really a game that was not much of a game from the start to finish. Kansas was just way too much for Oklahoma State. And honestly, any team that plays Oklahoma State is too much for Oklahoma State because Oklahoma State can't score. Oklahoma State has to pray that the score doesn't reach the 70s for them to have a chance because they just don't have the horses that can score points. They can play defense with the best of them. They're a great defensive team. But just look at the halftime score, 38-28 Kansas. And now Kansas had turned that up like the last 2 minutes, went on like a 6-0 run. And it took it from a 4-point lead to a 10-point lead. And then you see in the second half, scoring kind of came back to almost even. Kansas scored 38 points, Oklahoma State 34, but when it was all said and done, you had the walk-ons in. They were able to tack in a few points during garbage time. But other than that, this was an 18-20 20-point lead most of the entire game. Looking at the stats, once again, going back to that rebounding, I've been saying it all along. Kansas, 46 rebounds. Oklahoma State, 39 rebounds. You win the rebound battle for the Kansas Jayhawks, you typically win the games. I want to focus on something that I think is a good thing to see. Of course, it kind of took a nosedive when they started, clearing the bench and putting some of the walk-ons in and some of the guys that don't normally play because they were shooting about 81.8% from the free throw line. They finished the night shooting 70%, rounded down to 70%, but Abaji 9 for 10. It's great to see him doing that at the line. Brown 4 for 6. I think he could work in that area. But David McCormick, perfect from the line. 4-10 from the floor. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. I mean, David McCormick is playing like the David McCormick we need him to play like. And, if Remy Martin can come back, and who knows when that'll be, Coach Self even said he's not sure because, it's still not right. So once he gets it, once the doctors deem that the treatment has worked and he's good to go, he'll be back. But I think Kansas is looking, I said in one of my earlier videos, I thought they were in trouble. I think Kansas could get by without Remy Martin. I know it might be kind of hard to understand where I'm going with this, but when you've got Zach Clemens coming off the bench, you got him playing as well as he's playing. And then you know what you get from Mitch Lightfoot. If David McCormick plays like David McCormick, if you can get this out of David McCormick every day, a solid double-double. I mean, look at the starters scoring. 20 for Abaji, 16 for Brown, 12 for Harris, 12 for McCormick, 11 for Wilson. Wilson also had 7 boards. That's just solid play. I mean, and, when you're playing an inferior opponent, sometimes you don't have to do very much. And this is one of those nights where the Jayhawks didn't have to do a whole heck of a lot. So the Jayhawks are at 10-2 atop the Big 12 conference, trying to pull that up here. There's their, I think I went past it. There we go. So I moved myself out of the way, slide myself over here. And we look at the conference. Kansas, full game up on Baylor. Also, they beat them head-to-head. 2 games on Texas Tech, 3 on Texas. TCU, I used to trash on TCU. Jamie Dixon's got that program turned around. At Kansas State, I'll tell you right now, I would not be surprised if Kansas State works their way into the NCAA tournament. I know they're not on the bubble watch or the list of teams that, have things to work on. But that win over West Virginia, West Virginia, Iowa State, they're 2 teams that nobody really wants to face in the tournament because, in the Big 12 tournament, Oklahoma State can't play. So instead of having those 10 teams, you're going to have 9 teams. So the 8, 9 teams will play each other. So, but top to bottom, any of these teams on any given night could give you a difficult time. Oklahoma State, I think, would be the one that I would say is not one of the ones that could do that. But Oklahoma, they don't have a lot of depth, but they have the ability to put together some streaky shooters and take care of you. Iowa State was ranked in the top 10 before conference play started. Now they're, sitting in second to last place, but I'm sure there's teams out there that really doesn't want to face Iowa State. But back to Kansas. Kansas pulls off another one, and their upcoming schedule. Let's see here. What do we got? They got Oklahoma State. They are at West Virginia. Country roads take me home to whip your butt all over West Virginia. Yep, that'll be the 19th of February. So that'll put us on. Well, let's see, today's the 14th, so that would be a Saturday. Sound like it? 8 p.m. on ESPN. So West Virginia, at West Virginia, February 19th, 8 p.m. ESPN. I'm going to shut this down here. Jayhawks victorious once again over the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And, there really just wasn't much to the game. Not a whole lot to talk about. So with that, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Subscriptions would really help me out. I'm trying to provide better content. I'm looking at trying to come up with a better system for trying to, do what I do here. I don't have a whole lot of options, so anything you could do to help me out would be great. Comment down below, share this video with your friends out there, and until next time, Jayhawk fans, stay strong, stay safe, stay healthy, and rock chalk.